Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take you to Laurel County, where one man awaits sentencing later today for his role in a deadly DUI crash. And a mother dog and her puppies from Grayson County got the attention of Louisville animal rescuers after being shot in the leg and badly beaten. Plus, in Indiana, a newborn was just 1 hour old when she was placed in a safe haven box, potentially saving her life.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. The time is 6:02 on January 27th. I'm Madison Pergram, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning on this kind of muggy, misty Monday morning. So grab your coffee because you're definitely going to need it. But let's go to meteorologist Brooke Marshall. Brooke, I mean, it's not exactly how you want to start a Monday, but I guess we'll take it.
Yeah, not the best conditions for the beginning of the week. Kind of want to stay in bed this morning, but overall, not the worst conditions either. But if you look outside at the WYMT studio camera, you can definitely see those that wet pavement there, some slick roadway conditions, and then you actually can't even see this as clear as you normally can because there's actually a little bit of fog in the area as well. Some very patchy fog all around the mountains. You can see that's causing a little bit of visibility issues. So just be careful if you're out for a drive today because you may run into a little bit of patchy fog and some showers causing some very hard visibility problems. Not the best driving conditions this morning, but overall I'll let you know a little bit more about that and when we can see this start to taper off here this afternoon in just a little bit. Madison?
Thank you, Brooke. Well, Kentucky State Police are still searching for a 16-year-old girl who went missing on Saturday, January 18th. This is her. Sydney Reed of Russell is believed to have walked away from her home that Saturday morning between 7 and 10 a.m. She was last seen on Meadowlark Court in Russell. Sydney is about 5 feet 3 inches tall and around 130 pounds with brown hair and green eyes. If anyone has information regarding her whereabouts, you're asked to contact Kentucky State Police Post 14 at 606-928-6421. And one Laurel County man who pleaded guilty to manslaughter will receive his sentence later today. Josh Stouffer was arrested about 6 months ago. Police found he was intoxicated when a crash happened in 2018, killing his wife. Krista Frost talked with his wife's family about the closure they are finally getting.
Everybody loved her. She lit up the world, you know. She never knew what it was to drink or do drugs.
A hardworking girl, that's how friends and family described Charity Stouffer. She died in a crash in November of 2018. The person behind the wheel, her husband, Josh Stouffer.
He had to plead guilty. He took a 13-year plea bargain because if it went to trial, he would have got more.
13 years behind bars is what he's facing. That's following charges of manslaughter and assault officers tacked on from toxicology reports showing he was intoxicated at the time of the crash. More than a year after Charity's death, her mother says she's finally beginning to work through this.
But hearing him say he was guilty of driving the vehicle that cut in front of the truck that killed my daughter, it brought closure to me.
But she says the hardest part now, it's helping her grandchildren through this loss.
Her kids was her life.
And helping her youngest grandson with what she can.
He is 6 years old now. And he told my granddaughters last night, he said every time, he says, Mommy's going to wake up tomorrow.
In Laurel County, Krista Frost, WKYT.
Now, Josh Stouffer is scheduled to be sentenced this afternoon in Laurel County at 1. And officials from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office say deputies arrested 2 people after someone reported a fight. When deputies arrived to the scene, they say 32-year-old Justin Jones of London ran away from the scene. The deputy chased Jones on foot for more than 100 yards before taking him into custody. As the investigation continued, deputies tried to find the other person involved in the initial complaint. They said they found 32-year-old Tanya Smith hiding in the back room of a house. Jones and Smith were both held in the Laurel County Correctional Center. And officials from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office also say deputies arrested a man after he attempted to shoplift at a Walmart. Officials say the 38-year-old Bobby Johnson of Jellicoe, Tennessee, was arrested on Saturday at the Walmart near Corbin in southern Laurel County. Johnson is accused of trying to steal a pellet rifle valued at $83. Johnson was charged by theft by unlawful taking and shoplifting under $500. He is held in the Laurel County Correctional Center. And the Bowling Green Police Department arrested a man in connection to the deadly shooting in an O'Charlie's parking lot. Detectives say 44-year-old Terry Stice of Bowling Green fired several rounds at Elijah Taylor, who died at the scene. Another person is also accused of striking Stice with the vehicle and leaving the scene. Police say Stice fired more rounds at the vehicle as it made attempts to get out of the parking lot. Stice has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. And a mother dog and her puppies from Grayson County got the attention of a Louisville animal rescuers after being shot in the leg and badly beaten. Caitlin Rust has the story.
This is Ocean Blue, and right now vets are trying to determine if they can save her leg. Her front leg swollen and shattered from the gunshot. So skinny you can see every bone. Despite the pain she's in, this mother still wants to care for her 1-month-old babies. Local animal welfare advocate Rebecca Eves learned about this horrific case of animal abuse 2 days ago. Ocean Blue was brought into Blue Pearl, but no one was able to pay for the tremendous medical bills, so she was taken back to Litchfield. That's when Rebecca gathered a team of rescuers and stepped in.
And just the agony that she was in, and knowing that she was sent home, and there were no groups that could come forth and help her. And it just, like, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do anything.
Local authorities also stepping in to help get the dog and her 7 puppies. Rebecca tells me they are investigating the owner.
Now, for more information on how you can donate to help with these puppies' medical costs on our website at WYMT.com. And officials in Pennington Gap, Virginia are seeking the public's help to identify vandals at Lehman Field. The town of Pennington Gap took to its Facebook page this past weekend asking the public to report any suspicious activity around Lehman Field. The post reads, quote, "The town and the citizens take great pride in the park, and we need to all help we can to get people from destroying it." If you have any information about the vandalism or want to report any suspicious activity, you're asked to contact the Lee County, Virginia Sheriff's Office at 276-346-7777. And police are investigating after a former Tennessee Tech football player was arrested in a deadly hit and run in South Carolina on Saturday. 23-year-old Riley Patton is charged with a felony DUI resulting in death and leaving the scene of an accident involving death. This is after officials say he hit a truck and a person near Myrtle Beach. And a newborn was just 1 hour old when she was placed in a safe haven box in Indiana. Firefighters removed her from the temperature control box within 60 seconds. Dina Camper has the life-saving story.
This little girl has a story to tell.
Just an hour after she came into the world.
This baby is healthy, perfect, and doing very well.
A baby girl was left here inside the Safe Haven baby box at Seymour Fire Station 3.
That's got to be one of the most selfless acts a mother can do.
Just seconds after the infant was placed in the baby box, firefighters took her out and began giving her medical care.
It was transported to the hospital. The care of the infant transferred to the hospital at that point.
She's the first child left in Seymour's baby box since it was installed in June. Across Indiana, 5 infants have been placed in the boxes over the last 2 years. The box gives parents a way to anonymously surrender their baby, no questions asked.
Our baby box is a last resort option for moms. We want them to choose a parenting plan. We want them to choose an adoption plan. But if they can't do those, we don't want a baby in a dumpster.
I am glad that she is safe.
It was 19-year-old Hunter Ward who raised the $10,000 needed to install the baby box. He mowed lawns and scrapped metal for more than a year.
I was just excited that it had been used and glad that the mother surrendered her child safely.
Kelsey is working to spread the word about the boxes to expectant mothers in crisis. Last October, all of the baby box signage and literature was translated into Spanish after a newborn Hispanic girl was found inside a plastic bag near a wooded area just a mile from the Seymour fire station. Luckily, that baby was unhurt.
There are a lot of Spanish-speaking friends in our community here that don't speak English.
Kelsey is working to bring baby boxes to more communities, but today she's grateful this one was already here.
Today is a good day. This little girl's life is going to go on.
Denny Camper, WLKY News.
Now the newborn will be turned over to Child Protective Services.
Well, if you're just now waking up, conditions are not the best on this Monday morning. If you look outside, you can see kind of those muggy conditions out there, some very slick roadways because we've been seeing quite a few showers on this Monday morning. Temperatures, though, a little bit on the warmer side. That cloud cover keeping us a little bit warmer, not dropping quite as quickly as we should be. A lot of us still in those 40s. Some of us, though, dipping into those upper to mid 30s. But as we head into this afternoon, conditions do look to warm up. We will once again be getting into those mid 40s for daytime highs, so we'll be right around where we need to be, and those rain chances that we're seeing right now get a little bit more scattered as we head into this afternoon. So they lighten up just a little bit for us, but I'll let you know a little bit more about when we can see that and timing and impacts and when we can finally expect sunshine to return to the mountains in just a little bit. Madison?
Thank you, Brooke, and thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. Reaction from around the world is pouring in after retired NBA superstar Kobe Bryant and his daughter died in a helicopter crash yesterday. And we show you what procedures are in place here in the Bluegrass to stop the spread of disease outbreaks, as another case of the coronavirus was confirmed in the United States.